Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to study a new chapter, The Beggar, from your supplementary reader Moments. Be ready to listen further. What the story is all about? This story has been written by Pavlovich Chekhov. Anton Pavlovich Chekhov, who is a Russian playwright and short story writer. This story narrates the journey of a beggar to being self dependent. The beggar is the story of the transformation of a beggar into a good person. The behavior of a woman made him leave alcohol and lead a good life. Now let's come to the summary of the chapter. The story begins with a beggar's place to an advocate Sergei. The beggar says that he has not eaten in 3 days. For 8 years, he was a village school teacher and fell victim to a conspiracy that cost him his reputation and his job. For a year, he has had no employment. For a year, he has had no employment. Sergei looks at the beggar's overcoat and face. He thinks he has seen him elsewhere. The beggar further explains that he has been offered a position in the province of Kaluga, but to take it up, he needs money. Observes the beggar's overshoes. One is higher than the other. He suddenly remembers where he had seen the beggar before. He tells the beggar that 2 days ago he had met him in a Sadovaya street, and the latter had claimed that he had been a student who had been expelled. The beggar is surprised and claims that he has papers to prove that he was a village school teacher. Sergei turns away from him disgusted. Sergei says that for this fraud, he will call the police. At this, the beggar confesses that he used to be part of a Russian choir and had been expelled for drunkenness. He says he has no choice but to lie as no will help him if he tells them the truth. He says he has no choice but to lie as no will help him if he tells them the truth. Sergei tells him to work. He asks the beggar if he would like to chop wood for him. The beggar accepts. Sergei takes the beggar home and tells his cook Olga to take him to the woodshed. It becomes apparent from the beggar's body language that he has accepted the job only out of pride and shame and not because he wants to work. It is also apparent that the beggar has become frail because of drinking vodka and does not have the slightest will to do hard work. Sergei observes Olga, the beggar, from the window in the dining room. He sees them making their way through the snow of the woodshed. Olga does not seem to take kindly to the beggar. Olga does not seem to take kindly to the beggar. Upon reaching the shed, Olga shoves the beggar aside with her elbow and angrily bangs the door. He then sees the beggar seats himself upon a log and look lost in thought. Olga flings an axe at his feet, spits angrily, and appears to be scolding him. At this point, the beggar begins to make half-hearted attempt to chop a piece of wood. By now, Sergei's anger has vanished, and he begins to feel ashamed at having sent a spoiled, drunken, and perhaps sick man to do hard labor in the cold weather. After an hour, Olga informs Sergei that all the wood has been chopped. Sergei tells her to pay the beggar half a ruble and also tells him that he can come back to cut wood on the first day of every month. There would be always be work for him too. There would always be work for him too. On the first date on the first date of the next month, the wife comes to chop wood and earns half a ruble again. Though he can barely stand steady on his feet. After that, he returns to Sergei's yards many times and is given work every time. He shovels snow, organizes the woodshed, and does the rugs and mattresses. Every time he is paid 20 to 40 kopecks, and one time he is also given a pair of old trousers. When Sergei moves to a new house, the wife is hired to help with the packing and moving of furniture. This time he comes silent, sober, and gloomy. He does not even pretend to be working. He shivers in the cold and becomes embarrassed with the carters laugh at the behavior and his tattered overcoat. He does not even pretend to be working. He shivers in the cold and becomes embarrassed when the carters laugh at his behavior and his tattered overcoat. Sergei sends for him and says he is happy that the wife is working and is sober. He asks the latter for his name. The wife says his name is Laskov. Sergei offers him a better job and asks Laskov if he can write. When Laskov says that he can write, Sergei asks him to take a letter to someone the next day. Sergei asks him to take a letter to someone the next day where he will be given copying work. Sergei reminds him to work hard, be sober, and remember his words. Sergei is happy at having set Laskov on the right path. Laskov takes the letter and after that day does not return to work for Sergei. 2 years go by. One day, when Sergei is buying tickets at a theater's ticket window, he notices a small man beside him, wearing a coat collar of curly fur and on silken cap. Silk, silkskin cap. This man timidly asks for a ticket and pays in copper coins. Sergei realizes this man is Laskov and asks him what he has been doing. Laskov says he is doing well. He is a notary and on 35 rubles a month. He is a notary and earns 35 rubles a month. Sergei is delighted and tells Laskov that he is almost like a godson to him. Sergei is delighted and tells Laskov that he is almost like a godson to him. He reminds Laskov of the scolding he had given him and thanks him for not forgetting his words. Laskov thanks Sergei as well and said that had it not been for Sergei's help, Laskov would probably still be lying and begging. He expresses his gratitude to Sergei but says that it was Olga who saved him. He explains that when he used to go to Sergei's house, Olga would sit opposite him, become sad and weep, saying that Laskov was an unfortunate drunkard. Laskov was an unfortunate drunkard who would find no happiness in this life or the next. She would cry and be miserable, but most importantly, she would chop the wood for him. He confesses that he never chopped a single piece of wood and that she had done it all for him. He cannot explain how this act changed him and saved him. All he knows is that her words and kind deeds changed his heart, set him on the right path, and would never forget that. Then the theatre's bell rings and Laskov bows and goes inside the gallery. Now we have discussion on the author. Author Pavlovich Anton Pavlovich Chekhov was a Russian playwright and short story writer. Chekhov shared a strained relationship with his abusive father, and this influenced his writing. After his father went bankrupt, Chekhov had to pay for his own education by selling his family possessions, tutoring, and selling short sketches to newspapers. After enrolling in a medical school, he became the sole financial support for his family. After he became a physician, he continued writing and eventually started gaining popularity. Chekhov's works have established him as one of the most famous figures in the literature, held for this contribution to the form of the modern short story. He also wrote plays, many of which continue to be staged all over the world. His simple style of writing, his probing of human nature, and his refusal to provide easy solutions continue to make his works relevant even today. Title and settings. The beggar title. What this suggests. The beggar, the title, the beggar is symbolic. On the surface, it appears to be a story about a beggar, a young man who had no aim or ambition, who had taken to lying to make some money. He is fully he is fully entranced in this life. He is redeemed by the compassion of a lady who feels so sorry for him that she sheds tears and walks in his state so that he can earn money and save himself from starvation. The transformation that takes place due to her kindness forms the crux of the story. Thus, the title of the thought provoking. Thus, the title is thought provoking as it lifts the reader to dwell on the human failing or judging people and labeling them for life. The setting of the story is set in a city of the erstwhile USSR. The story spans a period of 2 years with most of the action concentrated in the winter months. Theme of the story. The story revolves around the theme of kindness and compassion. It also highlights the human failing of being judgmental and labeling people while highlighting the ability of a person to change with right motivation. Now the message. We have the message. The strongest message of the story is the effect that kindness can have on another human being. Kindness can have on another human being. It shows how a selfless act can have a life changing effect on the receiver to the extent that it gives him the incentive to change a way of life that he had become entrapped in. Characters in the story. The beggar Luskov. The character of Luskov undergoes a great transformation during the story. Initially, he appears to be a good for nothing lawyer whose only work is to get some money to buy himself a few drinks. He is thin, emaciated, with a waif like appearance, weak and listless. He dressed in cast of clothes and shoes. However, as the story progresses, his character transforms. He becomes sober and accepts Sergei's offer of working as a copier with his friend. By the end of the story, we find him wearing a coat collar of fur and a work silk skin cap, buying himself a seat at the theatre. From a beggar, he has become a notary earning 35 rubles himself, 35 rubles a month. He remains grateful to Sergei and especially to his cook Olga, who he reveals actually did all the work Sergei had paid him to do. He reveals that it was the selflessness and nobility of the cook stabbed, that saved his life and inspired him to become a better person. Her empathy and the tears she shed for his sake had helped him change.